Welcome back to the second part of the CMMCS round here at Silverstone for the final chapter of its 2024 championship. After race 1, there is still one more race to go for the Tin Tops, Intermark Silhouettes and the Super Saloons to go for success for one last time this season. I'm not actually racing for anyone, I'm just here as a spectator, but I'm really pleased to be back here tonight to watch these drivers of some degree racing for this particular charity of young epilepsy, and I'm wishing them all the best. But regardless of where they finish tonight, the most important thing is to raise as much money as possible for a brilliant charity like Young Epilepsy.
Absolutely. Could not have said it better myself. Thank you so much for coming after my job in a couple of years' time.
The mid-season test kicked off with the lead 2 drivers in action, each team fielding its reserve driver and an additional test driver in order to evaluate them for future race seats. Topping the times was Linus Lundqvist for the Andretti team. The Swede competed at the Indianapolis Grand Prix earlier this season, where he scored a highly respectable second place.
So meeting new people here from different areas of the UK was brilliant. And also being able to do the radio programme, which I did, and sort of meeting sort of fellow motorsport petrol heads along the way, and sort of share our wisdom together about motorsport. So that was another thing that what made my time very valuable during my 4 years in Lincoln.
Now, some of you may know the British Grand Prix Silverstone configuration over the years, with the fast right-hander of Abbey feeding through Farm Village, the Loop, Aintree and onto the Wellington Straight. But it hasn't always been the case around here. In fact, when Abbey existed, it used to feed through to the left instead of the right, and going through Bridge Corner, which is named after... Yep, you named it. The bridge.
And also meeting some of the people there, as you'd imagine. I obviously have had the opportunity to meet Alex Jakes a number of times now as well. Quite frankly, one of the most wonderful people you'll ever meet. He would always give up the time when he has the chance to do so. I even remember speaking to him about my commentary stuff that I do in my spare time at the back end of last year.
Number 2, McLaren finally end their constructors' hoodoo. 26 years of hurt, and that came to an end in Abu Dhabi for McLaren, finally winning their first Constructors' crown since 1998, and doing so in style by taking victory at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix courtesy of Lando Norris.
I think is going to win?
Good question. I think Team Local Leadership, because of the team that they have. I do recall that Team Hadja are a long way behind earlier. They could all of a sudden snatch it. But if you are to really push me for a one-word answer, it's going to be Loke. That would be my guess. It's where a lot of the overtakes are going to be done at. You know, if you get a really good drive coming out of clearways all the way down the Brabant Straight, and if you're alongside enough, when you're on the inside, you have the high ground, because the driver on the outside is going to be offline, and they're going to be declining later than you are. So if you get a good exit out of clearways, you've got a good chance of getting an overtake completed.